Hey y'all, what's up? It's Leo and coming back with another video for you guys. I actually want to talk to you about something that I'm more recently learning. It's a concept of prayer called Ho'oponopono. I'm sure some of you have heard about it, but I'm going to give you a little background because it's actually something that I feel has and is actively changing my life and my the way I think about relationships in the season of my life right now. And so, a little background, right? You guys know that I am post 3 years out of a long-term relationship that, well, it was like 4 years ago. Well, it was a 4-year relationship. Post 3 years after it, and that relationship really took a lot out of me. It took a lot away from me. It robbed me of a lot of things. I don't sit here and tell you guys these things to victimize myself or to beat on myself in any way, because like I said, I have and actively am healing from the aspects of my life right now. But one of the parts that I'm finding very hard to heal from this relationship is forgiveness, and it's for the simple fact of how everything went down, how the relationship ended. You know, how I ended up actually finding the truth of what was really going on in our relationship. And so that's been a really hard part for me to heal. Like, I've come to terms with everything that's happened. I've come to terms with why everything happened the way it happened. But coming to terms with, you know, the forgiveness aspect of it and actually releasing, that's been a very difficult, it's been a very difficult part of the healing process for me, because, you know, I just feel, it just feels, I'll just share with you guys a little bit how it ended. Was like, even in the end, it was like this person that the guy I was with, he couldn't be honest with me about it all, even though I had known the truth. The way I found out the truth, it was inevitable. And even yet still, with the way I found out, he couldn't be honest with me. And so it's just that resentment, because it's like, you keep lying to yourself and you keep lying to me. It's like, what's the point of lying at this point? You know, what's the point? But as I'm like still trying to heal that part of me, and grow and, you know, release that, I've recently found a prayer, and it's interesting. You know, you guys know the synchronicity of the Lord, how they, then this is what I really follow, how they'll bring up a prayer or a topic multiple times in, you know, in a situation. And so for this prayer, it's called Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian prayer, I'm pretty sure. And how it's come up is just through conversations, through listening to other people in their healing journey. It's a prayer, and the basis of the prayer is, I forgive you, I love you, I'm sorry, and thank you. I thank you. And when I first heard the prayer, and I was invited into, and I'm gonna give you guys the whole prayer. Actually, before I get into that, let me give you the whole gist of it. So that's the prayer. Is you pretty much sit there and you repeat those 4 things. So I love you, I thank you, I forgive you, and I'm sorry. And the whole thing is you keep repeating that while you're envisioning you talking to this person, until your two energies come together as one. And the whole gist of it is because each of our consciousness equals out to one consciousness. So it's as if you're talking to this person and healing that dissonance or that friction between you and that person, which is really healing an aspect within yourself. And so when I first heard this prayer, I was a little resistant to it. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because it's like, what the hell am I apologizing for? Why am I saying sorry? If anything, why am I asking for forgiveness? If anything, it should be him asking me for forgiveness, and that's just the way I've been thinking about it. But when I really break it down, it's like, when I really broke it down and actually have been practicing the prayer, I'm going to share with you guys what happened. Actually, I was laying in bed and, doing some visualizing, trying to visualize my future impact, the goals this next season that I'm walking into in my coaching and all things, And as I'm doing that, of course, I end up falling asleep. And from my sleep, I have this dream. And in the dream, it was as if I was actually talking to my ex-spouse. It was kind of weird, because it was like we were talking on the phone, but he was also right there in front of me. And I was talking to him. I had ended up calling him, and I was talking to him. I was just telling him these things. I'm telling you guys my dream. I was telling him these things like, I forgive you and I love you and I thank you and I'm sorry, And as in the middle of me saying those things, this dream is kind of weird, y'all. In the middle of me saying them things, I hear another I feel like it's not being received. And then I thought about it, like, why the hell am I telling him this? Like, why did I just call him? Like, what was the reason? And so then I'm like, man, never mind. I take it back. Like, I take all of it back. I didn't want to say none of that to you. And it just caused more friction and complications in the dream. Like, I woke up from that dream. I wasn't mad, but I could feel that energy within me where I was frustrated, I was angry, and as I was waking up and processing what happened, I realized it was just a realization for me where it's like, oh, I just had a dream about this whole Ho'oponopono prayer, and it started off working, but there's still this resistance within me. And so I've been practicing, honestly, this whole day, y'all. I've been I don't know if y'all see that in my glasses, but I just pulled up to the Ross. But I've been practicing this prayer for myself, and I feel last night when I had this dream, that was the start of it all. Trying to release and let go of the pain, the hurt, and the guilt. I don't feel so much guilt, but it is still pain and hurt that I'm holding on to, and betrayal from the whole event of it. And it's as if I questioned, why am I saying these things to him? But it's as if I'm saying these things to him, and I'm able to also accept it as myself. And I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense for somebody. I'm able to accept that as for myself, and not feeling that, like, slowly today I'm able to just let go and release this feeling of anger that I've been holding on with this relationship. And so I just wanted to share this prayer because, it's something that has come up more recently for me in my life and helping me heal these certain aspects in the relationships that I have not been able to fully let go of. And I feel now, not only am I able to, fully let go of this this anger that I've been holding on to, but I feel a space within myself, opening up to be able to receive new love, new relationships, which I'm really excited about. Like, you know, I've been holding myself back for 3 years, knowing that I needed to heal, knowing that I wasn't ready. And even when my guides, my angels are telling me, you know, you gotta open up your heart, you gotta make the space, you know, I've been like, no, I don't want to. F that, man. You know, forget men. Like, I don't want to be involved with a man. That's how I've been. But now I feel myself opening up that space where it's like, I do want to be involved with a man. I do want to find my kingdom husband. I do want to find, you know, somebody that is going to be there to help build a legacy with me. I do want to be able to not tap into my masculine energy all the time and try to balance between the masculine and femininity. I do want to be more soft and gentle with just not only with myself, but, you know, with relationships. And so I just found this to be a very powerful prayer that I've been practicing. You know, not, like I said, not only just today. It's really been something that I heard a few days ago, and I've been saying it here and there. But I've really been, since I've had that dream last night, I've really been, you know, taking it in and repeating it and continuously repeating it for myself. And I can feel it every time I take the time to sit and listen to myself say this prayer and visualize me saying this prayer to my ex-spouse, and really letting go of that frustration. I also feel me letting go of the need for control, of knowing how the next person I interact with, how it's going to go, or needing to control, needing to know the expectations of what are they expecting from me, or, you know, I feel myself letting go and being open to receive whatever it is out there for me to receive. And so I just wanted to share this with somebody, because, you know, just like a couple days ago, I had no clue about this. You might be in a situation where you had no clue about this prayer. And it's changed my life just in a couple days. It's changed my life energetically, my energetic body. And so this is Leo. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I'm praying for you, love. Okay? Bye-bye.